of purpose. In this chapter, amazing things you will be learning. Why concentration is your power. Why dispersion is a weakness. In this one, we'll be learning the importance of focusing, the art of focusing, and the importance of this concentration. Why we need it. Where does it come from? Why it is the most powerful thing we have inside ourselves. So let's subscribe to this channel, but do not subscribe if you don't want to learn. So subscribe if you want to learn and grow. Work on it together with us. Let's make a group of unity, you and us, that will help each other grow. Purpose is the keystone in the milestone of achievement. Whenever you are going for achievements, you have a thing that is called a milestone that you're gonna achieve based on something. But on that milestone, you still have a keystone. So purpose is that thing that originates or that outgrow everything. That is a seed that will help grow and achieve everything. So what the writer says, that men of high value or higher mindset from the history, they always had a purpose in life, and then they run towards that purpose. How? They develop a plan, they strive for it, they work on it, and then they run towards it. They don't just randomly going and achieve anything. Whenever they have conquered anything, they have invented anything, they have worked on something, they worked with a purpose. And then what happens? What is the fuel for achievement to go towards their purpose? That is the difficulty. The more the obstacles are there, the more and higher the determination to stay on that pathway is there. That is the quality of high mindset people. What high achievers have, that as much obstacles are there, they keep growing. They stay there. They are determined that now definitely we have to do that. Each obstacle, they are growing stronger. But the weak people, what they do is they have a weak intelligence. That is because they have a low purpose, weak purpose in themselves. They do not have determination in themselves. That is why they are not able to achieve anything, and that is why you and me have lacked whatever we have lacked till today. But from now on, we're not going to be like that. We're going to be working together. Obviously, as I written in my handwriting here, the most beautiful handwriting you will ever see, weak intelligence is without purpose. So we are not without purpose. We're gonna have a purpose. You and us are gonna define a purpose and then run after it. That's what we're gonna do. That's what real men do. Whatever is gone. But now let's work on it together. The next part, he says that weak man grieves because he is misunderstood, will not greatly achieve. What he will do, weak man will always grieve. He will always complain, moan on things, and they will always be in the grievous situation because they will never achieve anything great. Weak men in the history of mankind, never ever there has been a weak man that has achieved anything. Weak men have occupied things but never achieved thing. If someone wants to give an example out of the blue and they come in the comment and say that, okay, yeah, we have these examples where they were weak men but they achieved this, and they never achieved anything. They occupied some things for the time being only, but stronger men have only achieved. Weak men only moan on things they cannot achieve, and then they start mourning, crying, blaming others and the situations. The high intellectual men, they stay on the pathway. The more the difficulty, they say, no, bloody hell, I'm gonna do this now. Definitely, now this is more instigation to me that I will definitely achieve it. What we are learning is that men of high resolve, they will never yield away from their resolve, their purpose, even if they are misunderstood by the society. A lot of us have been through this situation where we've been misunderstood and we give up. You've been guilty of this thing, I've been guilty of this sin as well, that where we have given up our purpose for certain things when we were criticized, we were misunderstood. But now is the time we are going to show to the world that no, we are men of resolve, of purpose, of achievement. We're not going to yield our purpose or our resolve. Even a fraction of it is not going to be given away. In fact, with every misunderstanding of humankind towards us, we're going to be growing stronger. every misunderstanding, any obstacle, every drawback, every pushback is going to pull us like a rubber band, and we're going to move forward with a better strength. We're going to be staying on the same pathway, whatever happens, doesn't mean. Now, the next part he says, mistakes and hurdles do not abstain him from purpose. Whatever mistakes or hurdles are there, they're not going to move away from a high mindset person who is achiever. You will never see a person who is high achiever and he's saying that, okay, this problem was there, so I have to back off now. This problem is there, so I have to stop my purpose. I have to stop my goal. I have to stop my achievements. You will never see a single person of high achievement with that mindset. You will always see with high resolve, high powerful mindset that, okay, this is the obstacle. Let's find a solution. How can we go on top of it or around it, or we can solve this problem and move forward. But with a better resolution they come up. In fact, with high resolution and high internal resolve, they come up with high energy. You will see, in fact, more energy. For example, the way I want to explain is that whenever, okay, they are seeing a situation where they're in trouble, okay, they will start setting up, okay, let's move forward. Let's take it as a challenge. In fact, this is a bigger challenge and I'm going to take it. I'm going to show you that how we can resolve it, how we can take it on and go to our destination. Nothing can stop us. The last chapter of this book is joy of accomplishment. When we show resolve and complete our task, we achieve something. What does that bring? Every accomplishment brings us joy. But opposing to that, whatever a person does not do, does not fulfill his responsibilities, what is required of him, even if it's moral duty or physical responsibility, what he will do is he will perish inside. Either physically, spiritually, both sides, he will be perished. So fulfilling the responsibility of your side is the first thing a man should do. Why? Because that is the only way you can achieve joy and happiness. When you fulfill a task, it's an internal adrenaline rush that comes over you. No one is going to give it to you. No external force is giving it to you. You yourself start releasing your dopamine and adrenaline. What do? You start feeling like a god. You start feeling like a god with a small g. You start feeling like a god because you think that I can achieve it. I can do anything. Even with a small task, a small responsibility fulfilled, that gives us joy. What does that do? They give us a sense of accomplishment that at that time we start feeling like, yeah, we are in power. We can control anything. When that comes to our mind, then we are able to take on a bigger task then. And every responsibility fulfilled or any task accomplished, that makes us eligible to take on a bigger task than that. Automatically we have completed one stage, so we automatically go to the bigger and difficult stage. We get eligible. We become eligible for that task. Which task? The bigger one. Then we have completed now. That gives us more pleasure. In fact, I believe that this is not the pleasure of completion of task. In fact, it is the pleasure of achieving the heights that now I can go for task bigger than this one what I have completed now. That's the pleasure, I believe so. You should know that the life we live, it's not free. People who are lazy, they are not living it, they are not using it. But people who want to take the best out of life, take the best taste from life, they have to work hard on it. They have to pay the price of it. Everything comes with a price. Whatever you achieve, that has a price. Every effect was given because it has a cause. Every action has a reaction. So equilibrium is always maintained in this life. That's the nature's law. What you have to understand is there is nothing that comes without a price. So if we are living a life, we have to pay a price. It doesn't matter which form we want to take it. It's our thought that will give it a direction. When we give it a direction, so you have to understand it will come with a price. Whatever direction you are choosing, you have to labor out in that direction. So your labor will be according to the direction you are choosing. If you are choosing a lazy life, a bum life, your labor is nothing. Then you deserve to be a lazy, a zero. But if you are following a pathway where you're going to be an achievable person, high achievable person with full compassion and resolve, your labor is going to be very difficult and you have to be ready. And that's the beauty. That is the most beautiful and delicious price you can pay. Most beautiful and delicious price that you can pay, and you should be happily adopting that, because that is life, and accomplishment is life. And to accomplish something, you have to give the price of beautiful labor. And if you accept that price, okay, I want to pay that price for this particular accomplishment, then you see the joy at the end. That is the result of accomplishment and that labor that you have given to reach that accomplishment. Then you get joy. You don't have any other thing apart from joy at the end, but price plus labor plus accomplishment. Starting from your thoughts. Starting from thoughts, you have to set a path, give it a price, pay the price, get the achievement. Now you smile, happy. At that time you can say, I have lived the life. Apart from that, you have wasted it. And most of us has been doing that all our life. So if you want to achieve something, be ready to pay the price. Don't be afraid, because if you are afraid of paying the price, trust me, wait for the time when you're gonna see the bill of non-accomplishment, and then you will realize that what I have missed. Then you can't go back. You can't go back then don't blame anyone else, and you will have someone to blame, and that will be you. So please, hopefully you have learned something positive, and with resolve, apply it. Let's subscribe to this channel and learn more and more about the hacks and tricks of success, life accomplishment. Let's move forward together. See you in the next episode.